What's going on, everybody? Smooth here, and today we have another Xin-Zhao video. It always seems that whenever I have a video of certain legends, they're always getting nerfs or buffs when I want to release a video. So recently Xin-Zhao got nerfed. As you can see right here, his base armor and base health overall just got nerfed just a little bit. And it was mainly to help out with, sort of to decrease his early game impact, you could say, because this game right here is a great demonstration really about Xin-Zhao's early game. So right here we got our red, we did our raptors, and then right here we are rotating over to our blue because Jarvan is looking to take our blue. But our whole team does a great job of rotating over, and we just hop over, we get a nice engage and good amount of damage on Ezreal. But then right here Fizz jumps in and we just knock him up with our third attack of our first ability. Galio picks up the kill, Jarvan engages again, we flash over, dash onto Jarvan, and we get a nice kill on the enemy jungler, and we manage to secure both river scuttles, which is always nice to get as a jungler. But like I was mentioning, this game is a great demonstration of his overall early game impact that he can have. You know, especially someone that is outside of Lee Sin, because of course nobody can have such a great of impact early game like Lee Sin. And right here we rotated back over to the Baron lane, the solo lane, and Xin gets a really nice engagement onto Pantheon, so we just dash onto him and we managed to pick up another kill. So look at that, all that action going on, and it's only been 2 minutes into the game. So right here we picked up the Krugs, and then we picked up the Raptors again, and we immediately rotate back, right? So we haven't gone back home yet, we haven't reset yet, and Jarvan right here engages onto Xin. We jump in, we get a nice engagement, we pop our ultimate, and we get another kill on Jarvan. So right here, again, right, we still haven't reset yet, it's still the same when we in the early game, and right here Xin gets a really nice flash toss, and we managed to pick up another kill on Pantheon. So all in all, we were killing spree with only 3 minutes into the game as of right now. So this is really a good demonstration of like early game Xin-Zhao and his strengths, right? Like his utility to close gaps, to knock up enemies, you know, and his damage is really nice as well. And then of course his ultimate, you know, is a super tanky ultimate, where enemies outside of the circle of your ultimate won't take you won't be receiving any damage from those enemies as well. So damage wise, early game very good, and then his tankiness early game very good as well in the early game. As right here we flash over, we get another kill on Jarvan, and then we secure another kill on Seraphine. So yeah, only 4 minutes into the game, and the impact that we already had as Xin-Zhao was really good right here. So really strong early game overall. And that, like I was mentioning, you know, a very good demonstration of Xin-Zhao and his early game and why they, you know, look to nerf him. Now the nerfs may look like they did nothing, but really when you play a character, you know, like this, and little nerfs like this where you think they won't really impact the game, they actually do. You know, overall in time you'll definitely see the results of the nerf. You know, I think it's very similar to what they did to Darius, right? They decreased his health, his base health early game, and now Darius in the Baron lane, you have to play him very passive, you know, a little bit of passive. You can't just go all out, because certain characters like Riven or Camille or Fiora, I mean Fiora did get nerfed as well, her base health. But like just little nerfs like that, you know, you may not think that they don't affect the legend as much, but to a certain degree they definitely do. You know, he won't have as much tankiness as he did before. So it was overall a very good nerf, you know, a very small nerf, but decent nerf you could say. As right here we kind of just got ultimated in tower range, so we really weren't able to do anything. And for the build, we were kind of, at first I wanted to go Black Cleaver into Sterox Gauge, but because of the early game impact we had, we were like, okay, you know what, maybe I should try go with Blade of the Ruined King. And this was the first time on Xin-Zhao I actually went Blade of the Ruined King. And honestly, I honestly think that maybe it might be in the item list for sure. So maybe Black Cleaver into Blade of the Ruined King, and then Sterox, and then tanky, tank items after that. I think that might be a good build. But maybe, maybe just Black Cleaver into Sterox might be overall consistent. But for more damage, I guess Black Cleaver, Blade of the Ruined King, Sterox Gauge, or you can just not take the Sterox Gauge at all and replace, Spirit Visage, Force of Nature, and then Ronduin's Omen alongside Guardian's Angel, anything you would like. Just don't take the Sterox Gauge at all and just get tank items instead. So we managed to secure 2 dragons now, the Cloud Drake and the Infernal Drake. And overall the game, it was looking pretty one-sided, since the beginning. It was 9-1 at 4 minutes. And then right here, Lucian gets a double kill. So overall, just because of the early game impact that we managed to have on Xin-Zhao, we kind of just closed the gap for the enemy team to sort of have any advantage to come back. And right here, the entire game right now, we're just kind of looking to get kills, trying to pack our stats up as much as possible. And this is a game, of course, if you were wondering, it was pre-nerf, because the patch only came out, I think it was 3 days. As right here, we almost got a kill on Fizz, but we actually do. Kaiser used the ultimate. We pick up another kill on Fizz. And right now, it's turning out to be a very, very stompy match as of right now. And I think we can secure some more kills right here on Pantheon. Knock him up, get another kill on Pantheon. But Xin-Zhao is still a very, very strong legend to play right now, especially in higher elos. I see, the people that I watch that are in, Grandmaster, Challenger, they're actually playing Xin-Zhao. Xin-Zhao is probably the number one, you could say number one pick, right? Kha'Zix also got nerfed as well. I'm not too sure if a lot of people are playing him, but his damage is still there for Kha'Zix. I guess it's just you can't rely, you're not that dominant anymore, because it was a pretty good nerf, you could say. It was 10 damage overall on Kha'Zix. And currently I am trying to get practice Kha'Zix a little bit more, because he is a character that I wanted to play and I was trying to learn him. But then as soon as I'm trying to learn him and getting a little bit better at him, boom, they just nerf him. So I'm like, oh man, is he even worth playing anymore now? Or should I just try to focus on some other legends instead? But I guess that is my problem. I try to practice all these legends combining, alongside Rangar, which I'm still practicing as well. And then I'm picking up, Pantheon, then I'm picking up Xin-Zhao. Then I'm like, okay, Kha'Zix is actually a really, really good jungler. Maybe I should try to pick him up as well. Just trying to make sure that I have a wide range of legends. But at a point, it can get very, very bad. It's a pretty bad habit, because you can get really consistent just by playing one legend and get really, really good at him, and then you will get good results, rather than just switching around characters and being like, oh, I'm gonna try this guy one game, but we try to mix it up as much as possible, because I don't want to just spam one character, one individual. But in terms of winning, trying to win, it definitely is better to just stick to one character, because overall you build this consistency. So Xin-Zhao, if you are looking to play in the jungle, Xin-Zhao is definitely that character that you probably can just stick to. As you can see, we picked up Black Cleaver, Blade of the Ruined King, Force of Nature. The Force of Nature we actually got mainly because of the Fizz. The Fizz did a lot of damage, so we just wanted to pick up a tank item, really. We didn't want to just go full attack damage. And then, of course, we would have went maybe, the Ronduin's Omen or Guardian's Angel. either one of those would have been good items to get. And we did also pick up the Proto Belt this game, just for some action. You know, sometimes mixing it up, Proto Belt is nice to have on certain legends as well. As right here, we're just looking to take the Baron and hopefully just end the game, because it is pretty much, you know, a one-sided game since we managed to get so many early kills in the beginning. So right here, I kind of just decided, okay, you know, I'll probably split this way, but Galio had the same idea as well. So we kind of just rotate over to the mid lane, but of course, the jungler things gotta take the enemy's blue before anything. But my team's already, you know, doing so well on their own that they managed to win team fights without me anyway. As right here, they managed to clean up everybody, and I really wanted that kill. So I ended up just flashing for it in case he didn't die. But pretty greedy. At the end of the day, I was like, you know what, we're gonna end the game anyway, so let's try to get as many kills as we can. As we managed to take the turret and end the game right here on this push. We just take the tier 3 tower and we managed to end the game. So Xin-Zhao definitely still one of the strongest junglers right now in the game overall. Especially, you know, damage wise, tankiness, and utility, early game, late game, a very, very solid legend. So definitely play him if you haven't tried him yet. And right here, even after the nerfs, still a great legend. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.